All right. I am posting my second post of the day on Substack, and normally I don't do that. But the earlier one was a book review, and this time I wanted to just take a moment to kind of look at the history of Memorial Day. We get so caught up in parades and all of the pomp and circumstance of it, but there's a very somber beginning to it. Our first Memorial Days were in Civil War era because of the thousands of people who lost their lives in those battlefields. And uh, sometimes we treat it more as a celebration than we do a time of remembrance. Um, this was a time when soldiers were decorated for valor and for honor in battle. And these were the soldiers that didn't make it home. These were the soldiers who fought and gave everything. I'm going to cry. I always do. Anyway, the uh, first, I guess, memorial symbol for Memorial Day was given as a poppy, a red poppy, red for blood, red for the fields. Memorial Day was actually set in May because that was the time when flowers were prolific, and so they could lay flowers on the soldiers' graves. It's a time for reflection and prayer. It's a time for just remembering those who we've lost. Maybe not everybody has lost a soldier to war, but I guarantee you probably know at least one person who has lost a loved one on the battlefield. And so just wanted to kind of bring some of the somberness to it. Just the remembrance. We don't say Happy Memorial Day because it's not a happy thing. We're grieving. We've lost loved ones who've fought the ultimate battle and fought, and given the ultimate price, the ultimate forfeit their life for the cause of freedom, for the cause of preserving the God-given rights and liberties of the ones that they love. And so, just wanted to kind of remind us of that today. That it's something that hits hard when we really understand what Memorial Day is all about. And we can enjoy time with our families and hold them close and all of those things. Um, but as we're picnicking and parading and all of those things, let's remember that there are some people who won't be with their families today because they've paid the price for freedom with their blood. And so there's two poems actually. It's interesting. The first, um, the poppy was the a Memorial Day thing that came out about in Canada actually first, and there was a young officer, an artillery officer in the Battle of Ypres. How do you say it? Ypres, Ypres, Ypres. um, in during the World War One. My French is horrible, so but anyway, Lieutenant Alexis Helmer was killed May 2nd, 1915, and near the city. And basically, German artillery hit him, and he died. And his artillery commander was Major John McCrae, and he was also a doctor. And so while he was conducting burial service for Alexis or Alexi, um, because the chaplain had been called away, he drafted a poem, and he called it "In Flanders Fields." And I'm probably gonna cry. But anyway, because in Flanders Fields the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours, so hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. So it's a reminder that one of the founding fathers, I think it was Thomas Jefferson, said that every once in a while, basically the cause of liberty must be bathed with the blood of the fallen. And that seems like a very harsh and cold statement, but freedom is not free. It has to be fought for, sometimes with our lives, and sometimes with our words, and sometimes on the battlefield in the political arena. There's a lot of different ways we can fight, and a lot of times it's in our homes. And there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into it. So what he was asking was that those who have died, let us not have died in vain. Let us keep fighting, no matter how hard it is, no matter how long the battle takes, no matter how long the war rages. We have to fight the forces of evil in order to protect our future generations, in order to give our children a world that is free, in order to prevent governments and tyrants from coming in and taking away what is not theirs to take. And so there are a lot of soldiers who lie in the battlefields, in the graveyards, who have understood that and courageously gave their lives for that. And so when he wrote this poem, he wrote asking people to take up that cause and to continue to fight. And so somebody did. A few years later, in 1918, there was a woman called Moena Michael, and she read this poem in Flanders Fields, and she wanted to respond to it. She wanted to say that that she heard, and she was going to continue to bring the cause of freedom and to continue to um, spread the message that we have to continue the fight. And so she called it "We Shall Keep the Faith." It says, "O you who sleep in Flanders Fields, sleep sweet to rise anew." I can't do it. We caught the torch you threw, and holding high we keep the faith with all who died. We cherish too the poppy red that grows on fields where valor led. It seems to signal to the skies that blood of heroes never dies, but lends a luster to the red of the flowers that blooms above the dead in Flanders Fields. And now the torch and poppy red we wear in honor of our dead. Fear not that ye have died for naught. We'll teach the lesson that you wrought in Flanders Fields. So yeah, I don't have any personally know any soldiers who have given their lives in battle, but I have friends who do, who've lost loved ones, fathers and sons and brothers. And so I do know in a roundabout way the grief of losing people who are important to us and yet who also understood the cause of freedom was important as well. And so, yeah, I just wanted that reminder that we have a battle against forces of evil in this world, and that battle never ends. It comes on from generation to generation, and if we teach those lessons, if we impress upon our children the importance and the gravity of what these soldiers have fought and died for, if we teach them to value the life that they've been given, the life that others have given for them, um, I think that we would be a better place, that this world would be a better place, and we would see freedom live and reign, and we wouldn't be so ready to fall to the next politician who promises us everything and gives nothing. And so, yeah, just wanted to bring that reminder to us and to hopefully give a little bit of a history lesson. So, and may God bless you this day, and may He be with you with peace and grace, especially if you are mourning the loss of those who have died to give us freedom.